Oh, please try again. Terribly frustrating.
Oh, this one?
Over this.
So,
yesterday we broke down in church. Well, boy, our tears are really pouring out. We cried for it. We prayed for it to come on. And our mother always used to say, your prayers are always answered, but this time it doesn't work.
I know I streamed for 2 hours.
And then, on December the 8th, 2004, disaster struck for the twins. Dick Clark suffered a stroke.
And then I came back and it was even.
We heard it on Channel 8 News. Oh my gosh, boy, we were all shook up.
Ignore how long
We took a picture, and we took a silver cross that our mother gave to us, and we propped it up on a stand, and put a peanut in front of it, and a Bible next to it, and we made our little chapel. Well, which we call it our little vigil.
I used to get the update all the time after Dick Clark had the stroke. I'd get his medical update all the time. And it was important to them, so I would listen.
Wait, what happened to happen to him? President Clark is like our distant daddy.
It's actually really hard.
He called us up every year for our birthday. Yeah?
I was gonna jump in.
But gradually, he made a partial recovery.
I'm gonna jump at this time. I'm not even gonna use it.
Have a nice day.
And on New Year's Eve 2005, Dave Wagner took Flo and Kay and their sister Jane to New York, where Dick Clark will be presenting his traditional New Year's Eve show.
God knows what will happen next year, that he might not be there. And we'll be glad to see Dick Clark.
Easy. Off and glitch. That's all it is.
I'm not letting you.
Excuses.
Because we're going to be glad to see Dick Clark.
It would be the first time they had seen their personal saviour since he had suffered a stroke. Dick Clark was due to appear on a giant screen in Times Square, but Flo and Kay preferred to watch him the way they always have done, on their own, in front of the TV.
So the jumps.
Kay are eager to see Dick Clark back to his old self. They have travelled a long way for this moment.
The one and only Mr. Dick Clark.
Thank you, Ryan, very much for the interview. Back with you again this year.
Oh, yeah,
I had a stroke. That made me in bad shape. I had to teach myself how to walk and talk all over again.
That was really easy. Not
My
dumb.
speech is not perfect, but
Oh shoot, I did not see that. I did not see that.
So many New Year's Eves that I wouldn't miss this, but it worked.
Oh, you sound different now.
Okay.
Oh, that really changed him.
They were like overwhelmed by the way he sounded. You know, they were not expecting.
What the heck was that?
They were just
What was that? What was
he's getting
that?
better. And they're believing, they're praying, and he's getting so much better. And then when they heard his voice, they were a little upset. And they have a fear because my grandfather died shortly after the stroke. So now we know that's in the back of their minds, and I know they're scared. I know they're planning to go home and pray some more for him. They'll never give up.
Finally.
Uncertainty is what Flo and Kay most fear. They had lost both their parents, and now it seemed that Dick Clark might die too. But then it got much, much worse. Shortly after their return from
Now I get it. I get it now. I get it now.
And died. Flo and Kay's first instinct was to call Dick Clark.
They were sad and everything. Until it went. And we called up Dick Clark.
You get a checkpoint. You get a checkpoint.
Passed away. Oh my God.
Their protector and champion was dead.
We had a little ceremony. All of us was there. And that was it. Right in our bedroom.
That's it.
Dick
You get a checkpoint. You get a checkpoint. You get
an angel, like I told you over the phone, girls. She's now an angel down and looking at you, girls.
Really easy.
Watching over you. Watching every movement and watching every step that you take. So she's in your heart. That was your gift.
Once again, Flo and Kay faced an uncertain future.
It changed everything about Flo and Kay. at least their environment for them. Suddenly that security,
Hidden traps.
younger sister who
Hidden
protected
traps, I
them
like
their
it.
whole life was gone.
Hidden traps.
Flo and Kay stayed on with Jane's husband Frank,
Nope.
but that was only ever going to be a temporary
Still
solution.
off.
Frank wanted them to move back
Something
up
on
north
top.
with their brother Tommy and his wife Adrienne.
Tommy's their brother. It's a family. You know, you got to take care of your family. You man up and take care of your family, boy.
I received a phone call that if we did not take them, he was putting them
No.
in panic.
I had to threaten him.
What?
I
Is
said,
it like
you gotta
some
come get the
demon?
twins. He didn't want to take them.
Flo and Kay were forced to leave behind the life they loved in Florida and head back to New Jersey, where fresh troubles lay
Wait,
waiting.
what? This is like almost impossible or something.
I didn't think these girls would be a
I don't
problem
think
at all
something would ever be
until
like
they
this.
moved in.
Adrienne,
'Cause
their
there's-
brother's wife, found it difficult to
I
adapt to
joked
life with
you.
the twins.
Bro.
When you're around
Just hop on
long
this
enough,
telephone.
they wear you down.
Flo and Kay are who they are, and there's no changing them. They're unique, and they have obsessions, they have compulsions. But that can make it difficult for some people, just because they are so determined to go about their routines. And,
What?
and
I want to joke to
to
you,
some
but
people, it can be disrupting. You know, where do they go? Where do they end up? And who is going to best be able to care for them? Not only make it easier for the family, but make it easier for Flo and Kay. And that concerns
What?
me.
Over the years,
I don't get
Dave
this.
Wagner has maintained close
How do
contact
you
with
do-
Flo and Kay.
When I did some news stories on them, they were thrilled.
Oh,
and I think
hidden
part of that
trap.
was it was the
Hidden
first
trap.
time
Hidden
really
trap.
in
I
their
hate
life that anybody had publicly acknowledged that they were special, that they were
Those
unusual and had
stickers
these amazing gifts. I think that meant a lot to them, and I don't think they had gotten a lot of that in their lives.
we like your hidden trap. Yeah, bye-bye.
Whenever I see them or talk to them, it's like I had just seen them the day before. We just pick up
Easy.
from there.
Why is
They're
it
a lot
so
of fun.
easy? Can literally
There's
just
my look. Oh, nice.
off.
How are you? How do you like
Not
your
that
hair?
easy.
Better. Nice. Get me out of dye job.
Literally just
It looks pretty good.
Dave has a surprise for Flo and Kay.
I promise Flo and Kay
Off?
that
How can I
I
fall
will
off?
take them to California
I would walk
to see
under
Dick
the
Clark.
house.
Dick Clark, the man they describe as their personal savior.
Oh my God. Oh.
Joke's on you.
Oh, that was a surprise.
Didn't expect me to do that, huh? And now that's the kind of speed I'm talking
Twins in the
about.
13 years since they met Dick Clark. But they've always felt very close to him. He's always been their source of strength.
Yeah.
It's a dream come true to actually be going to meet him again.
Yeah. I
All
didn't
going
jump.
back to
Why am I not
Dave
jumping?
was going to take them back to the place where they were happiest. Tampa Bay, Florida.
Q105.
Oh, hi, Mom. Report. How are you
I need
doing?
to jump whenever I'm doing that.
you up to?
I need to
Well,
do
we're in
that.
Florida doing our documentary.
Hey, Flo, how you doing?
Hi, nice to see you both again. Welcome to my weather center. Oh my goodness.
It's been
How you doing?
Flo and Kay have missed the friends and local celebrities who were so essential to their routines when they lived in Florida.
This is what we call major fun. It gets us uppity and it gets us peppity. We're peppy.
They call in at their favourite restaurant where their sister Jane used to work.
Girls, look at you. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Look
Yeah. I went way too far.
You know what, Janie pitched the rain.
I know, I almost had a heart. Give me a kiss. Oh, mwah.
So how are you?
You girls look good.
Yeah,
You
thank
haven't
you.
changed a bit. Want something to drink?
Yeah. You're all gonna have coffee. You're all gonna
Okay.
have coffee, Shabbat.
God, I love you. Let me get you something to drink.
pretty exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Flo and Kay check out the menu they remember so well.
You guys remember the last time you had an omelet here?
You know, it's Thursday, May 25th, 1995.
Oh, there's a bounce pad.
Salad here.
Didn't see that.
The days that Janie was working in it was...
I like how you
It was
think.
September the 2nd, 1997.
Oh, just spaghetti and meatballs.
It was August the 24th, 1992.
They're not
And she's up. Sounds good.
Yay.
Wherever they go,
Yeet.
people can't resist testing their amazing salon skills.
When's my birthday?
This is
July
Thursday.
3rd,
What year?
1954.
Jump on 'em.
I ain't seen you girls in how long?
September 17th.
or Hurricane Gordon.
Maureen and Tony's anniversary?
August 3rd, 1979.
Before flying off to California to see Dick Clark,
I don't know, don't like those. No like those.
I got all your records. They're still here. You guys can have them.
It reminds us of our old days where we were little girls too.
Mine is.
We always used to play records. Oh, Catherine Best Wishes. Angela Dick Clark.
That's gonna be catching up from anytime soon, so
yeah, this is some experience for us. It feels so good to be back here in sunny Florida.
their time in Florida is over.
We have to get up tomorrow at 5 o'clock and go on a plane.
They're at the airport to take a flight to California to meet the
why did you betray me, huh? Why did
the
the ex betray me?
The man they've described as their personal savior, Dick Clark.
Huh?
Back in New Jersey, Adrian and the twins' brother Tommy are seeking help.
You have now two young ladies in your family, and I'm sure that they're pretty persistent in some of their issues and their interests.
That's a polite way of putting impossible.
Dr. David Holmes, who specializes in the problems faced by families with autistic children, meets Adrienne and Tommy to work out some kind of future.
Oh, it's one of those gliders.
You can't be the sole caregiver 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Formula for disaster. And I hear it in your voice right now. It's like you're on the edge and saying, that's about as much as I have time or energy for. They're here with you because they can't live in Florida by themselves, correct? So they would prefer to be in Florida. Of course, but they don't have the money for that. But under the current circumstances, this is not going to be tenable forever. And Tom, you probably know that. I mean, Adrian's in tears, and she's saying, the weight of the needs of your sisters is really hard on her. Let's just do something about that. Let's do it now before we have to do it. So if you wait until you have to do it, then you don't have any choices. Let's get them into a place of their own. They're going to be treated more like adults as opposed to 53 or 54-year-old little girls that need to be watched after.
He feels that he promised to
almost made it.
I tell you, Mom would say, Tom, that's a brilliant idea. You're going to get them a place of their own.
Beat the stage.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean sending them to some large institutional setting or even to some large agency that will take them out of the community.
Mom!
It'll be someplace proximal to where you live. And it'll be a nice apartment situation, and there'll be staff that will take them to the house. Train them to live independently.
It's clear that a crisis awaits Flo and Kay on their return from California.
She has a problem with it.
But for now, they're looking forward to seeing Dick Clark, maybe for the last time.
What do you do? Last before Mom, Dad,
driving down the Pacific Coast Highway. The only reason why we came out here to see Dick Clark and his wife Carrie.
You mean the green one betrayed me? I got stuck in the door.
They have watched Dick Clark since they were little girls. They have kept track of everything in his life. Dick Clark has kind of been their almost televangelist, almost like a religious figure to them. And this is an opportunity for them to see him face to face.
Oh, my eyes ran out.
Before going to see Dick Clark, the twins stop off at the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
The Jacksons? The Jacksons are related to Dick Clark.
They've arrived at Dick Clark's shrine.
There is Dick Clark's star. There he is. Oh, Janie, if Janie was here, oh, yes. Oh, I was just missing it all.
Ever since they were children, Flo and Kay have been writing to Dick Clark and calling him up.
Whee!
As they kneel by Dick Clark's star, they whistle the theme tune to the $100,000 pyramid.
First I thought, well, okay, they talked to Dick Clark. I'm thinking, okay, fine. Hey, it's Dick Clark. It's Long Day Bell. Like, yeah, hang on a second, Dick. Turns out, they really do talk to Dick Clark. I was like, I would like to talk to Dick Clark. I talked to Dick Clark. It was only for a short bit of time. Dick Clark knows them.
No.
He knows their birthdays. He wished them happy birthday. It's incredible. It's unbelievable. That's the best.
Why is it so unbelievable? It's just a person.
It was a magical moment for Flo and Kay, when, as young children, Dick Clark appeared to them for the first time on TV.
My ice ran out.
Dick Clark and we're going to see Carrie.
In the intervening years, amidst all the tragedy and upheaval of their lives, he has been the one abiding presence.
Dang it, gotta go back.
Welcome! I'm good, how are you?
Dick Clark has said he wants to meet Flo and Kay privately.
My eyes ran out. What do I do? Oh no, I don't.
Hi, Carrie. Were you in Orlando or Tampa? Good to see you. Thank you for coming to California. When was the last time we talked? I just remember last time you called the office.
It's like a trap tunnel. It's like a trap tunnel.
I bet you can tell me what day of the week that was. I have to get the calendar.
I'm not gonna stop until I actually go with ice.
Hi, Carrie. Oh, yeah? Oh, hi, Dick Clark. Dick Clark says, hello, Catherine and Florence. How are you doing? I was very good. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing excellent, girls. Honestly, Dick Clark does look good. He looks very good. Like he's pretending if nothing ever happened. We'll have everything to remember Dick Clark by. And like I really hate to say, but like when his time ends, like when he's well, treasure that for the rest of our life till our time. Yeah. When our time is up, we would like to be buried with everything related to Dick Clark.
This is it. I can sense 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 it.
Yeah. So that's another triple red letter day for us. It's a red ruby day.
It stopped me.
Like Scarlet.
I'm gonna pick it up when I get there.
It's the best news imaginable. Dick Clark is on the road to recovery. In the course of their 52 years, Flo and Kay have overcome immense difficulties, and the future remains uncertain for them.
We even put you in this one. You're just
on many of the people that know them.
Oh, this is way too hard.
It is amazing when you see what Flo and Kay have been through, and you think about all the changes in their lives.
4 times.
The deaths of their parents, the death of Jane, their close sister. The mistreatment that they've suffered over the years.
I'm getting betrayed by these traps.
People and the shunning in public and all that's going on in their lives. It's amazing how upbeat and optimistic they are. They're happy everywhere.
Gotta eat that.
You never really see them kind of down. They always have a good time.
I've never seen them really too down about anything.
They smile all the time. They smile when we think about the future what we're going to do.
To me, they're okay. Maybe you say they're handicapped. I don't say so. I say they're maybe less smart than we are. Because, they know
We're gonna need to destroy that thing.
They're survivors. They've been survivors. They'll continue to be survivors.
Some days we would like to be on our own. Sometimes we would like to be on our own.
For the time being, Flo and Kay are still living in New Jersey with their brother and sister-in-law.
I shouldn't have done that.
This is it. We're all talked out now.
I'm gonna break this and go to the trap tunnel like other trap tunnels. And then pick that up and then...
What year did Dick Clark die?
Huh? What? You? No?
Can I turn that off now and give it a rest? You just played for 2 hours straight, and before that you were already on there. So you've been recording for at least 3 hours straight, and I'll turn it off. You already streamed 2 hours before that, so you're looking at 5 hours of video games. Turn it off now.
I got off whenever Miguel was doing his work, then I got off.
But it's enough, it's enough.
I'm still streaming.
You're not streaming right now.
Yeah, I am.
Well, it's still time to go. It's enough time.
I can't just be like that in a random stream just doing that. I only got 19 minutes in. You have to make a 10 or 20 minute video.
I'll make a 10-minute video then.
I'm only 19% in. so close.
Yikes, that's an awful movie.
Somebody's?
Huh?
Playing by yourself? Turn off my bed.
It's 9:22.
It's time to get off of it now.
Time to get up. You better first pick up the trash.
I have to go clean.